Looking for the best mirrorless cameras to suit your needs? In this video, we're diving into some of the top options available right now. Before we begin, don't forget to check out the links in the description to find the best deals within your budget. Let's get Number 1. Sony A7 IV Camera. Sony's A7 IV, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, is a 33-megapixel, full-frame camera capable of incredibly sharp images, with excellent dynamic range and the best autofocus system on the market. It's compact and light enough to carry all day without back strain, and the grip is comfortable. The 5-axis image stabilization means you can hand-hold it in lower light, and the wide range of 4K video options make it the best all-around video and stills combo on this page. There are better still cameras, see the Sony A7RV below, and better video cameras, but nothing else combines the two quite as well. What I don't like about it, or any other Sony, is the labyrinthine menu system. Luckily there are enough customizable buttons that it's not too difficult to set things up, so you never need to dive into the menus. My only hesitation buying this right now would be that the successor, the A7V, is rumored to be coming in early 2025. Specs: sensor size 33MP full frame. Max photo frame rate 10 frames per second RAW. Video 7K oversampled, 4K 30p. Number 2. Fujifilm X-T5 Mirrorless Camera. The Fujifilm X-T5, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, is one of the best cameras I've tested. The 40-megapixel APS-C sensor in the new X-T5 is impressive enough that you'd be hard-pressed to tell it from a full-frame sensor. Images from the X-T5 are sharp, wonderfully detailed, and don't suffer too much noise. This sensor also manages to retain that uniquely Fujifilm look. The X-T5 is more focused on the shooter of stills than video, though it can record up to 6.2K/30p video. The camera body's design is reminiscent of film cameras, and perhaps the best thing about it is how seldom you need to use digital controls. ISO, shutter speed, exposure compensation, and shooting modes are all accessible via physical dials. Plus, Fujifilm's excellent line of lenses is surprisingly affordable relative to some of the others on this list, making this one of the least expensive systems to invest in. My only real gripe is the grip. It's on the small side for a body of this size. Specs: sensor size 40MP X-Trans APS-C. Max photo frame rate 15 frames per second RAW. Video 4K 60p. Number 3. Sony A7RV. The A7RV has a massive 61-megapixel full-frame sensor, the largest sensor you can get, unless you opt for medium-format cameras. If that's not enough, there's a 16-shot, high-resolution mode that can create 240MP images, so long as your subject is static, e.g., a landscape. The dynamic range in the A7RV is outstanding, and the ability to recover detail in the shadows is something you'll only believe once you do it yourself. The autofocus speed and intelligence are nice, particularly the eye detect. The viewfinder is huge and bright. I also like that there's an option for compressed RAW files, as the uncompressed RAW files from this sensor run around 125 megabytes per image. As a side note, the A7RV test unit was provided by KEH Camera. I've bought used gear from both KEH Camera and B&H Photo and had great experiences with both. If you want to save some money, this can be a good way to go. Just remember to pay attention to shutter counts, the lower the better. Specs: sensor size 61MP full frame. Max photo frame rate 10 frames per second RAW. Video 8K 24p/25p, 4K 60p/50p. Number 4. Canon EOS-R. The Canon EOS-R is a mirrorless option for people who love their DSLRs. It's a hefty beast, with a solid feel that reminds me of what I used to love about film cameras. Even the on-off switch is made of metal. The sensor is typically Canon, which is to say sharp, with good contrast and the characteristic Canon color rendering. It's slightly warmer in tone than some of the others here. The phase detect autofocus is fast and accurate. One thing I really like is that when you change lenses, there's a cover that swings out to protect the sensor from dust. The exception is if you have an adapter and you remove the lens but not the adapter. Every camera on this list would benefit from adopting this feature. The R-mount lens system uses a very wide base diameter, like the Nikon system, and achieves similar results. There are faster lenses around. The better news for those already invested in Canon glass is that there's a $99 adapter that will let you affix just about any older Canon lens to the R. Specs: sensor size 30MP full frame, max photo frame rate 8 frames per second, video 4K per 30 frames per second, crop for 60 frames per second. Number 5. Panasonic Lumix DC-S5 II. Panasonic's S5 II is a compact, full-frame mirrorless with a very sharp 24-megapixel sensor. The S5 mostly holds its own against the rest of these full-frame cameras in still image quality, but what really sets it apart is the extra video features. Support for vlog recording, real-time LUTs, anamorphic 4K, video recording to SSD, and more. While many of the others on this page can boast quite a few of these features, no other camera has them all. The result is a camera that's perfect for hybrid video and still shooters. The S5 II improved autofocus considerably over the original S5, adding face detection and closing the autofocus gap with competitors. The S5 uses the L-mount lens system, an effort to do for full-frame what Panasonic did for Micro Four Thirds, create a unified lens mount standard. Leica is the driving force behind the L-mount, but Panasonic and Sigma also have plenty of glass in L-mount. That means there's no shortage of lenses for the S5. If your primary use case is video, be sure to check out our guide to the gear and tips you need to make studio-grade home videos. Specs: sensor size 24MP full frame, max photo frame rate 5 frames per second, video 6K/30p,